Hey, this is Brett, and today I want to share a quick WordPress tip on image editing. There's a great little article that kind of leaves you hanging in the WordPress support area called Image Editing. And basically, it walks you through how to edit an image, and I'm going to focus on cropping images in particular in this tutorial. It kind of shows you, but it misses a few important steps along the way just in its write-up. So it's something I want to show you in an actual video. It's a little easier to follow along and not miss a step. So I've got this image, and it's something that I took with my iPhone. Don't know if you can see it there. There's me reflected in the iPad there on the right. And I just wanted to show something that I was writing about. I was remarking on an article in Website Magazine. There are 10 SEO tips for website redesigns. And I kind of took a picture of the park that I was at when I was writing there on my iPad. Now this image was straight off my phone, and I later optimized it down using a couple online tools that do just such that thing, reducing the size down to 196 kilobytes and the dimensions proportionately resized down to 1200 by 900. But I want to crop in on this just a little differently, and so here's how you can edit an image and crop it. Now down here just below the image in the media library, there's this little edit image button, and once you click this is where things get a little strange. You got some buttons up here that would make it look like you can do interesting and useful things up here, but the crop button is grayed out. You can't click it or select it. I'm trying to tap it, nothing's happening. And if you were to click on this question mark, it sort of walks you through what to do to actually use the crop selection tool. The thing is, you have to select something first, and you don't have any pointers when you're hovering over this image, and this is where the counterintuitive part comes in. What you're supposed to do is come in here, and I'm just going to set my cursor in there, and I'm on a Mac, and I'm using a touchpad on the Mac, so I'm going to push down once and then drag. Now, depending on if you're using a mouse or something else, you might crop this a little differently, but this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to just come in and crop a chunk of this image. I could make it really short and flat, but I do want to leave some of my background in there. So here we go. We'll set that there. Now this is where it also gets a little peculiar again. If we look at the image editing guidelines here, it will tell you that you're supposed to, after selecting all this, then push that crop button. And that starts the process just one step further. The second, so you push that, and I don't know if you saw that, but it actually did crop my image just a bit then. And at this point, you might think, well, what do I do? Do I hit update over here and be done? Do I hit scale because this button over here is kind of lit up, or do I hit save? And the answer is two of those three things, but not in that order. First, you're going to click the save button. This saves the cropped image. It saves into the media library. And then you need to update the image. And here we go, it's updating. Now, a funny little thing will happen at this point in time. I'm going to copy the link for the file URL. And you'll notice that this link has this little code at the end of it, E and a string of digits. This is the link for the newly cropped image. So I'll hit enter and show you that image. And I'm going to come in here as well and show you that if I take that number out, and I'm just going to select all that and pop into another tab. There we go. The original image is still there. So one of the tricky things about this is after you rescale or recrop that image, anywhere you've used the original image, you've got to make sure that if there was a hard link to that image, that it gets updated. So one more step in the process. But there you have it. It can be done online. It's not impossible. And once you kind of see this flow, it makes a little bit of sense. It's just not intuitive when you try it on your own.